All right, let's now answer this question here. It says, Ken borrows $70,000 to buy a new caravan. He's charged interest at a rate of 6.9% per annum, compounding monthly. For the first year, he makes monthly repayments of $800. What is the total interest pay? What is the total interest he pays in the first year? So the first thing that we have to take note of is the fact that we're not after the total interest paid over the lifetime of the loan. Rather, we're just interested in the interest paid to date. So the interest paid to date, because we're only dealing with the first year here. So what we're going to do is we're going to write down this formula here. So let me do that. So there it is. Interest paid to date is equal to the total amount paid to date minus the principal reduction to date. Now we're going to find each of these. So the first thing we're going to figure out is the total amount paid to date. Okay, how can we do that? Well, I know that I'm making monthly repayments. Here it is, monthly repayments of $800. So if I want to figure out how much is paid in the first year, all I'm going to do is go, it's 800 times 12. So it's $800 times 12 because I'm making monthly repayments for 1 year of $800. The next thing I need to do is I need to figure out, now this is where it's going to be a little bit more tricky, but that's okay. We need to figure out the principal reduction to date. So how much has my principal reduced by? So this is where I'm going to have to open up my brackets and say, well, what is my principal initially? My principal initially is 70 grand. So that's my principal amount. It is 70 grand. How much have I reduced it by after the first year? What I would do here is use my finance solver. So I would come here. I'm going to go menu 8.1. My N is going to be 12 because it's just for the first year and it's monthly repayments. My interest rate is going to be 6.9, 6.9. My present value is going to be the 70,000, and remember it's positive because it's money in my pocket that the bank has given me. My payments are $800, but remember it's negative $800 because you're giving it to the bank. My future value is what I'm trying to figure out, is what my new loan balance is going to be. And my PPY and CPY are both 12, tab, because it's monthly repayments and monthly payments. Monthly repayments, and it's compounding monthly as well. All right, I hit enter here. And it's telling me that my new balance is going to be $65,076. Now I'm going to go 21 ... I'm not going to round it. Now I need to subtract those from each other to figure out what my principal reduction is going to be. So now we have to do a bit of work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, go Control C, and then I'm going to go Escape, and then I'm going to put 70,000 here. 1, 2, 3 minus Control. Actually, you don't even have to go, oh, whoopsie daisy, 70,000, 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go Control V, and it's just going to subtract those from each other. Oh, actually, oh, that's done something else. Let me just bring this up. I forgot to put a minus between them. Minus. That's better. So it's going to be, well, I'm running out of room. 4923.78. I might put ... I'll save the rounding to the very last step. And then over here, what I'm going to be left with is 800 times 12. That's going to be 9600. And remember, I'm subtracting those. Okay, can we think about this for a moment? In the first year, you have given the bank $9,000. So $9,600. So in the first year, that's how much money you've given them. And over the course of that year, your balance on the loan has reduced by $4,923. So just to talk in round numbers here, you've given them 9 grand, but the balance is only reduced by 4 grand. Why is that? How does that make any sense? How is it that you've given them 9 grand, but the balance of the loan has only reduced by 4 grand? Well, the reason why that has occurred is because this reduction from the principal doesn't take into account the amount of money you're given to interest. A lot of your money when you're paying off a loan goes to just to servicing the interest. And remember, when you're paying the bank, it only ever goes towards 2 things: paying off the actual money you borrowed, the principal, or paying off the interest being charged. So the difference between these two numbers represents the amount of interest you've been charged over the first year. So that means when we come to write our answer here, and our answer will be interest paid to date, I'm going to simply do this. I'm going to take 9,600 and minus it from this. That means over the course of the first year, I have paid 4676.22. And do you see how I saved the rounding till there? Cool, 4676.22. That's going to be my answer. That's how much I've paid in interest up to that date. All right, hopefully that made sense.